Mayor Adams, New York City's current mayor, Mayor Adams, Eric Adams. He's facing a rack of charges. A 54-page indictment. I printed it out. I have it. And it's an uphill battle. Innocent until proven guilty on this side, though. But, wow. The feds, man. 10-year investigation. Bribes. Illegal acceptance of campaign funding. It's nasty work so far. I haven't finished it, but it gets deep. Gifts, trips, come on. You know, you're a former police officer. You were voted or elected to be mayor by the people. I'm sorry. And you end up doing, allegedly, get caught up in a trick bag like this. Man, it's crazy. What are we doing, people? You make black people look bad, man. You a brother. Come on, man. You can't do what they do. And it's not all. It's just a few bad apples and bad actors. It's faking the funk. You know, they give you that marketing, that smile, that pristine smile, showing all 32s, yet plotting, manipulating funds, and just basically living a politician's double life. To be juggling that type of activity, criminal activity, you have to know that you're pushing the envelope further and further. You're going to get exposed. You can wear $1,500 suits all you want. You're still going to be looked down on as a common criminal who blew it. You can blame the government all you want about the immigration problem and all that, but if they found anything foul of what you're doing and handling fundings, all your goodwill, you just kind of blew, bro. And I don't understand. For what? For what? Foolish money? Foolish money? You're in a position of influence and power and influence in one of the most powerful cities in the world, if not the powerful city in the world, as far as money-wise. You know, of course, you have Washington, D.C., but it's New York City, media capital. I mean, I just don't understand how you compromise yourself like that. If you blow trial, because you say you're going to fight it, you're looking at significant time in jail. A whole lot of calendars. You're facing a lot of calendars, bro. Mayor. But, Mr. Mayor. Why? I mean, enough is enough. How much more do you need? How much more, you know, it's almost like they just finessed you. You got finessed into this web of greed and just your enormous ego and enormous appetite for this, you know, just these gifts and these favors. And you never thought one time that, you know, did you ever think that the people didn't they didn't elect me to do this? It's so simple. Did you ever think, what did the people put you in office for? Did they put you in office to do that? How you gonna finesse that one? You're gonna say, "Oh no, it was a legit business." I mean, why, Eric Adams? Are you broke? I mean, are you in a finance? Who do you owe? You got debts? Are you gambling? Tell me something. Do you owe somebody money? You and Diddy. And what I see in both, in parallel in both cases, is vanity and ego, which is one of the seven deadly sins. Innocent until proven guilty is always, I go by that, I live by that, I live by that. Especially this week, as you can see, when Marcellus Williams got wrongfully executed when there was evidence that was obvious available that put some doubt into whether he committed the crime. But that's another subject for another day. And how both campaigns, just to add on, I didn't hear a mention or anything. I don't know if any reporters asked them about the situation on both sides, but I didn't see it. I could be wrong. If they talked about it, it wasn't really, maybe it was a little quick soundbite or maybe no comment. I don't know. I didn't see anything because I'm watching the news. I'm watching all the news outlets, and I'm getting more from the internet than I'm getting from the mainstream, which is what we already know. I'll cover that once my anger subside. My inner anger, my internal anger from that subside. I'll cover that. It's Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here as usual, just freestyling. Yeah, man, Mayor Eric Adams. I'm so, I wouldn't say deflated, but just, I guess it was the closest thing to be deflated when you hear that news. I was already kind of rooting for him because I was like, man, what does the feds want with his electronic devices, his phones, his laptops, and all that? What are they doing? They're investigating. What he got himself into? And here we got it. We got it. We got our answer. A 54-page indictment handed down by the United States for the Southern District of New York on its own current reigning mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, former New York City police officer. You already know, bro. You already know. You already know. They're going to make an example out of you. For sure. For sure. They're going to make an example out of you, Mayor. First of all, they're going to out you. They're going to just, I think the governor, I think the pressure on with her, and I forget her name, she's got to make a decision. Either to replace you, get you out the seat, because this is serious charges you're facing. Put somebody else in there who's representing New York without all this distractions, and get the focus back on the city. That's your personal. Of course it's going to be news, but the citizens of New York, it's business as usual with them, and you can't be in office and that distraction is, that cloud is hanging over your head. You got that jacket. So the governor, and I'm pretty sure the Republicans up there are calling for you to either step down. Maybe you need to do the right thing and step down. But I get it. I don't think you're admitting any guilt if you step down. I just think you're putting New York City first and not your own interests, which is something you bring on yourself. But the citizens of New York, they didn't bring that on themselves. They need someone that's going to be functional, and you're incapacitated. You've been compromised. Yeah, you. You handed Diddy the key to New York. That aged horribly. And obviously the two biggest stories in New York City politically is you being number one. And rap mogul Sean P. Diddy, aka Love, aka Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, being the other, being criminally charged in sex trafficking, coercion, drugs, weapons, sexual assault, kidnapping, and a host of other charges. A 14-page indictment. We're in a spiritual war, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it. Trust me when I say it. Believe it. I feel it in my heart, in my soul. It's a spiritual war. Shout out to Prodigy. He had a track called Spiritual War on his album. And that's what we're going through. That's what we're going through. Spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. Cat Williams called it from top early in the year. Called it. And it went so viral, record-breaking views. Because you know what? You have a lot of people living double lives. And his interview with Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, podcast, it trembled the foundation of evilness throughout the world. And it's been trembling and rocking and shifting since. A lot of big time celebrities that are associated with Sean Puffy Combs has been distant and silenced, which is smart. A lot of other people who have made statements, a lot of witnesses that came forward, a lot of victims have came forward since his settlement with Cassie. So Diddy just lost his protection. He was a pariah to the powers that controlled him. He became a pariah with money. And they had to show him, you know, we're on a different stratosphere here financially. And we give you this longitude of real estate to handle whatever you're into. You know, you understand what I'm saying? To handle that discreetly. And so you embarrass the elites, people on tape. They don't mind the party. They don't mind having fun. But when you start having video and you're threatening and you're acting like you want to sue somebody of alcohol boys, no. not happening. Not today. We don't care how much money you got. We'll make you spend. We're gonna spin you like a top. And that's basically what the U.S. government told P. Diddy. No, we don't need your $50 million, bro. You keep that. We want you in jail. You're a threat to society. You belong here. Keep your money. We can easily seize that. We know where your money is at. The big boys have spoken. They've spoken. The big boys have spoken. We're in a spiritual war. That's what we're in, whether you believe it or not. Excuse me. We're in the prophecy, the last days, revelations. We're in it. We're in it. So, what are we going to do about it? Repent would be one thing. Getting your affairs in order would be another thing. Going about your life. God-fearing. Atoning. If you did something, atone for it. Make an account. We're all going to make an account. No getting around it. But if you pray, stay up. And I need to start praying more too. I slip. I fall off. But I need to get back on point too. Just life, man. But life can't take a back seat. I mean, God, my spiritual, can't take a back seat to life. That is the light. That's the life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get all holy because I don't like, I've been going against what I've always stood by. You meet people, they so holy, then they're no longer earthly good. And I'm trying to stay on the right path, man. But it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Mentally, emotionally, everything's a struggle, but I maintain through the strength of the Lord, through the strength of Allah. I maintain. You know what I mean? Each day I'm able to open my eyes and see the sun, the clouds, smell, just the environment, the air. I'm grateful. I really am. I'm grateful for God's grace. I appreciate it. I do. I do. Sometimes you have to give your testimony when you think, you're just going through it. Life might be beating you down a little bit, but you got to rise above the fray. Stay focused. Persevere. You get stronger and stronger and stronger each day. Your strength in your relationship with God gets stronger and stronger and stronger each day, knowing that you have a chance to be great. each day. You have a chance to be great. You have that opportunity to be great. You can make someone's day. You can brighten up somebody's their spirits just by a smile, opening a door. Hello, how are you? We the people. They want us divided. The evil element that's out there. They want us divided. They want to maul us down with their firepower, their firearms. They want to live stream it for their fellow devil helpers. Yet we persevere, and we continue to persevere because we know we have God on our side. And we are the righteous ones. We're going to stay righteous no matter what. You see what Israel's going through? Lebanon, the war is spreading. A spiritual war. And the United States is all the way up in it. They have Russia, Ukraine, that situation, Yemen, Afghanistan, still a situation, Pakistan, still a situation, Egypt, still a situation, Libya, still a situation, Niger. We're going through it as a people. We're going through it. And you can have any devices you want. You still had to go through it. Don't judge me. I don't judge anyone. You're a grown woman, grown man. You do what you want to do. You're an adult. But we're going through it as a people. You know what I mean? It's not about black and white anymore, man. It's not about that. It's still, the policies are still going to be the policies. And as long as we continue to submit to a racist system and white supremacy, we're always going to be looked at as weak. It is what it is. No weapon form. That's in the Bible, right? That little passage there, Surah. No weapons form should be used against me. Something like that. I apologize if I'm not. The translation might be off. The righteous will always win. They will always come through. You ever go through something, man, you see luck, it just seems like it's bad. One thing after another. I had one of those days today. One thing after another, you know what I mean? Your worst kind of like thing, like, oh man, now here we go. And then boom, after an hour or so, you back on point. As strong as ever. You shook things off, you're good. Your mental is fabulous. Fabulous. I can be anywhere I want to be in this world, yet I'm here with you, giving you this content. And you just got to stay with me, man. You know what I mean? If you don't understand what I'm doing, how I'm languaging it, how I'm communicating, how I'm verbalizing it to you, or breaking it down to you, then you know what you're going through, bro. We all going through it. It's all common. It's one common denominator. Wickedness. The wickedness, the injustice, the people that think they're above the law. The law doesn't apply to them, yet they're mandating this and mandating that. They're in positions to do mandating and change policy. And you're no more than a common thief, dressed up. I take exception to it all. The whole establishment. Tear it down. Destroy it and rebuild. It's the youth's turn. The old guard got to get out the way. Got to move out the way, man. You're in the way. You are in the way. It's time for you to go. Because you're not doing anything. Just in the way. The presidential campaign, Kamala Harris, black folks losing their mind talking about she's not black, she's this, she's that, she's not black, she's not a black woman. The African American community is just playing tennis with that whole thing, going back and forth about what she is and what she's not. Meanwhile, have you been paying attention to what's been going on in the UN, the voting? That's nasty stuff. But that'll be a show for a different day. I'll let you do some research on it if you feel like it. I always thought of the UN as the House of Babel, the modern day House of Babel. A lot of people from all over the world just in there babbling. You got maybe 6 or 7 superpowers in there controlling everything. Because they're the voting, I guess they're the royal voting, general voting. They have the power vote. They have the Joker, the big Joker, the little Joker, and everything else. So they listening, but we do what we want to do. We're making money. We're making conglomerate deals. We're going to do what we want to do. That's what it's all about. It is what it is, bro. Hey, folks, enjoy your Saturday evening. Enjoy the games. And we'll see you again. Until next time, America. Peace.